Hello, I'm BMillzebub, and welcome to a new Criticisms of the Catholic Church. This month I'll be tackling what the Catholic Church has to say about agnosticism. I doubt if anyone will be at all surprised by this, but the Church basically gets a little less than half of the topic right. So let's see just how poorly they do. As you all know, I like to get my information about Catholic doctrine straight from the source. So let's take a look at the Catechism. We're going to be looking at Catechism 2127 for this one. Agnosticism assumes a number of forms. In certain cases, the agnostic refrains from denying God. Instead, he postulates the existence of a transcendent being which is incapable of revealing itself and about which nothing can be said. In other cases, the agnostic makes no judgment about God's existence, declaring it impossible to prove or even to affirm or deny. Honestly, I've seen worse starts from the Catechism. The first couple of sentences don't start out too poorly. Agnosticism assumes a number of forms. Yeah. In certain cases, the agnostic refrains from denying God. You betcha. Agnosticism does assume a number of forms. That much is true. And many agnostics will refrain from denying the existence of a God. And many agnostics will refrain from denying the existence of a God in whatever form it could potentially exist in. But after that, the earth kind of drops out from under what the Catechism has to say, and any hope of honesty goes into free fall with it. Picking up from where we left off, instead he postulates the existence of a transcendent being which is incapable of revealing itself and about which nothing can be said. The word the Catholic Church is actually looking for here is deist. Deists postulate the existence of a transcendent being which is incapable of revealing itself and about which nothing can be said. Now, that may not be exactly how each and every deist says it, but in general, that is deism. Let's go ahead and finish this particular catechism. In other cases, the agnostic makes no judgment about God's existence, declaring it impossible to prove or even to affirm or deny. Here, the Catechism finds its footing again. This is more like what I hear from people who call themselves agnostics. It's quite a reasonable position, and one I find myself occupying. I can't know there isn't a God of some sort, but I certainly don't believe any that have been postulated, or realistically, any. Nor do I feel a need or desire to imagine one of my own and make believe like it's real. There's one more catechism that speaks directly about agnosticism, and I'd like to cover that now. Catechism 2128 says agnosticism can sometimes include a certain search for God, but it can equally express indifferentism, a flight from the ultimate question of existence, and a sluggish moral conscience. Agnosticism is all too often equivalent to practical atheism. Starts out alright. Some agnostics do search for a God, or they could be indifferent to the existence of one. It's not anyone's responsibility to search for a God to prove or disprove its existence. If a God wants a relationship with anyone and the person it wants a relationship with doesn't know of its existence, it's kind of on the God to start that conversation. No one goes out in search of someone who wants to talk to them that they don't know about. However, someone who wants to talk to another person usually reaches out if they want to talk badly enough. Let's continue on with Catechism 2128. A flight from the ultimate question of existence and a sluggish moral conscience. Yes, this old song and dance. It can't be said that agnostics are in flight from the ultimate question of existence. I see no reason to assume that there is an ultimate question of existence. The way I see it, people give their own lives meaning, and in that way, they search for the answer to their existence. But in this case, I would put it to you that there are no right or wrong answers to the question of existence because there is no ultimate answer of existence. As for the sluggish moral conscience, the Catholic Church really does love to throw this one around. We are, of course, talking about an institution that loves to cause suffering and then turn around and say that suffering is Christ-like. If anyone has a sluggish moral conscience, it's going to be the Catholic Church. And I would recommend that the Church gets its house in order as the organization that supposedly has the highest of moral standards standing behind it before accusing anyone else of sluggish moral conscience. Rounding out this final catechism in the episode, agnosticism is all too often equivalent to practical atheism. From a practical standpoint, agnosticism may as well be equivalent to atheism. Some people have issue with the apparent baggage that the term atheist comes with. But you'll have to wait until next month, where we will talk about atheism according to the Catholic Church. That'll do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video or found it informative, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. If you feel so inclined to help me out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where I have monthly patron-only live streams, or consider getting me something from my Amazon wishlist. Every little bit helps, and every little bit is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and join my Discord for a chance to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.